r/AskReddit, the cancellation of which TV show are you still frustrated about? I sure wish there was just one more season. I was just thinking about Pushing Daisies a few days ago. My wife and I loved that show so much. Was thinking the same thing. Was off to a great start and had so much promise. The writers' strike killed it off before it started. Mindhunters. Mindhunters was so damn good that we know the ending and still want to see it really badly. Like we know who BTK is. We know what happened. We know how they caught him. But we want to watch them portray it. With my username, I can't come here and say anything other than better off Ted. That show was brilliant and probably ahead of its time. In sum, it was magniflorious. Ah, the Octo Chicken. We had such hopes for that. Glow. I need to rewatch Glow. The answer to this question will forever be Glow. Mindhunter. Mark Maron gave a speech in that wrecked my ass. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling? Raised by wolves. It was bittersweet seeing mother and father on House of the Dragon. The door is finally open. I worked on that show. It was amazing. Those latex suites that father and mother was tough though. It took a whole 15 minutes just to get them in and out of those things 2p. Fun times. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency with Elijah Wood. This show surprised me by how good it was and the cliffhanger ending. Oh, so good. This was an outstanding show. I should watch it again. Freaks and Amp, Geeks. I rewatched it over the winter and the final scene when Lindsay jumps in the van to follow the dead for the summer still hurts. I was so excited to see where those characters went in season 2. You'll never understand this one. So much rubbish out there and this was quality show that was popular. Ash vs. The Evil Dead and Dead Like Me. Dead Like Me was awesome. I don't think they did very good at marketing so the viewership just never got there. Some shows from yesteryear I am still salty got cancelled, cause I'm old. Earth 2. Carnivale. Pirates of Dark Water. American Gothic. Stargate Universe. Dead Like Me, okay more just unsatisfactory ending, but I am still counting it. Firefly. The fact that we got Serenity is still incredible to me. And it is a great movie and send off. But on every rewatch of Firefly I wish we could have gotten more. What an amazing cast and show. Shiny. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever really get over Time 1. Not that there was never any closure, there was just room for so many stories. Santa Clarita Diet. One of my favorite moments in all of television is when you realize it's Alan Tudyk doing his impression of Nathan Fillion my wife and I cackled like maniacs for like an hour when we figured it out. My so-called life. How was this just one season? Lord knows they didn't run out of serial killers. Happy endings. Such a great show. The hope I had for a weird Dave/Penny story arch. The LOLs we could have had. 1899. Scrolled too far down to see this. This show had so much potential to take us down a dark-esque adventure and pulling the plug after just one season should be considered a criminal act by Netflix. The Dark Crystal cancellation on Netflix still pisses me off. They built all these beautiful sets and puppets and Netflix cancels it after one season when there's no way they would recover those costs in such a short time. I think a big part of that is because Netflix mostly marketed it as a kids show, when its fans are adults that love the original. There were even some intense, dark scenes that definitely weren't for kids. I wish other studios would buy shows FRNF after they cancel so quickly. Fuck Max Landis but Dirk Gently. Came here to make sure this was said but yes fuck Max Landis. Carnivale. It was such a weird show with so many charismatic characters. The first seasons are cheesy when you rewatch them, but gripping when you watch the first time. The show is pure atmosphere. Jericho. This is always my answer when this is posted. Carnivale was an amazing show and I was so damn disappointed when I realized I just finished the last episode and there weren't any more. I always check to see how a show was left off before starting anything new now. It's been like 20 years and that still grinds my gears. Warehouse 13. I loved it so much. Rome. Fucking Rome. I scrolled so far to look for this. What a fucking great show. It should have gone for at least a couple more seasons. Agent Carter ended on a cliffhanger. At least you see how things panned out for one of the characters in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last Man on Earth. Yes. I wanted them to make like a tree and put some roots down for another season or two. Hey race, how Will Forte wanted it to end. Link. Santa Clarita Diet. Cancelled twice, mind you. TBH, it just needed one more season. Misfits. A comedy classic. Nah, the later seasons really fell off. It should have died earlier, and been a beautiful memory. Once they replaced basically everyone, it quickly became stale. Arrested Development. When they finally came back for season 4, it just wasn't the same. Honestly, in rewatch, the original cut of season 4 is a lot of fun once you've watched it a few times. The jokes are pretty good. Daddy's gotta get his rocks off. The recut of season 4 was done because I guess some people couldn't follow it. And that recut is garbage. Season 5 is just bad. Santa Clarita Diet, damn you Netflix and your cost-saving cancellations. I can't recover from Santa Clarita Diet, be cancelled, it needs an ending. My mom says I'm a delicious boy. I don't know why I said that. The OA. I wish we could at least know where they were planning to go with it. They had already planned the whole series out and everything. This is the first one I look for every time these threads pop up. Brutal to cancel with the cliffhanger we ended on. The Mick. Glad I'm not the only one missing that show. Came out a few years too early, before people were mad for post-apocalyptic content. Dark Matter. The series that was on Sci-Fi, not the show on Apple TV+. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the one thinking it was done dirty. Deadwood. The fact this isn't higher only tells me we're getting old. My name is Earl. At least they told us how it would have ended had it not been cancelled. I cannot upvote this enough. Farscape. The Peacekeeper Wars was a cop-out. Glow. Using COVID as a scapegoat was BS. Plenty of shows were able to film with strict protocols in place. Fucking Glow. Will forever be cheesed about that one. So much story left to tell. Pushing Daisies, for the time it had it was interesting. Don't trust the bee in App 23, it was so absurd and ridiculous. I loved how James Van Der Beek literally just played himself. Yup, that's a great one. I came here and my first thought was Pushing Daisies, but I think I've got to change to Better Off Ted or Don't Trust the Bee. Dark Matter, so much left to wrap up. BBC Merlin will always be my vote. A decade later and I'm still hoping for a miraculous season 6. Kyle XY. It had a promising premise and was sliding into a pretty interesting story progression when it was abruptly cancelled. That and Dead Like Me. The finale of season 2 was nice, but could have led to a great final third season. Shows don't need to go on forever, but it's sad when they're cut short.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.